all for coming today on a weekday, middle of the afternoon. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the culmination of our Startup Bootcamp, a first-in-class summer program for TiE, which has been geared towards high school and college students. So for the next hour, we will have the chair of TiE Youth, Srini Madala, tell us a little bit more about the program and its future. We will have our President-elect, Ram Reddy, tell you a little bit more about the various ways in which the youth can stay engaged with TiE in the future. And also our youth programs and TiE Institute series, Professor Naeem Zafar, tell us a little bit about the creativity that has been expressed by your students with the help of our instructors, our speakers, guest speakers, charter members, and mentors. These brief speeches will be followed by our award ceremony for our students today, and where they will also share a little bit about their learnings with you. Finally, we will end the ceremony with closing statements by our other youth program chairs. So let me bring Srini Madala on stage now. Srini is our charter member. He's also the chair of youth programs at TiE, and also a parent like many of you. So please join your hands in helping me bring Srini Madala. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm honored and privileged to welcome you to the graduation of our very first batch of the Startup Bootcamp organized by TiE Silicon Valley. I'm pleased to inform you that we have a special guest today, Kailash Joshi. And the reason why we picked Kailash is Kailash was one of the early founders of TiE, which actually created this ecosystem without which this wouldn't have been possible. And we felt it fitting to have Kailash have the honors today to be the guest. And then we have several Silicon Valley professionals here. Our TiE President-elect, Ram Reddy, is here. And we have TiE board members, charter members, speakers, mentors, and special invitees with us today. For the first time, we conceived, designed, and successfully ran this summer program for high school students and also college freshmen. We were able to draw students from all over California, including Southern California, people from Texas, and also a student from Denmark. The program is one of the many avenues for young professionals to benefit from the TiE network. We also have a TiE program that runs from September till April. It's more like a coaching, mentoring, and ultimately ends up in a competition, local, regional, as well as a global competition. That's meant for high school students. And then the program that we designed here today is for a summer program, a boot camp kind of thing for high school and also early college students. In addition, we have a young professionals program that is meant for people in college and beyond college who are young professionals and executives who are interested in entrepreneurship, to pursue entrepreneurship or also to use entrepreneurial thinking in whatever they're doing elsewhere. So I think that program is coming up well as well. So for those of you who know people who are young professionals and young students, please let them know and watch for TiE Communications to look for opportunities for them to benefit from TiE ecosystem. And then I think you would all agree that today's students are much smarter and talented than when we were students. At least the parents and mentors and other folks will agree to that. That we recognize that. I'm sure you recognize that too. That's the reason why we wanted to create this young professionals program and the Startup Bootcamp where we give them the entrepreneurial thinking and plant the seed of entrepreneurship so that early on in their life so they could accomplish a lot more than they would otherwise. And the program hasn't been easy and simple. A lot has been put into this program. We have renowned instructors taught course material. We have talented guest speakers share their personal experiences. and experienced mentors provided guidance to the students. Numerous TiE charter members, Silicon Valley executives, entrepreneurs, and TiE volunteers devoted quality time over the past 6 months for planning the campus visits and creating interactive sessions and develop the curriculum for this program. This was truly the result of a collaboration between parents, students, and most importantly, one way to describe it is a TiE ecosystem and the Silicon Valley environment. Together, all of these factors actually made this possible. I hope our TiE SPT team was able to make this experience a rewarding experience for the parents and the students and all those involved. And to the parents, I do like to ask you that you continue to stay in touch with the TiE programs, and I hope the program has been of value to you and your students, and this will have a profound impact on your children, whether it is now or in the future, for a long time to come. And to all those students, I congratulate you for successfully completing this program, and also hope to look forward to working with you in different capacity through TiE. And I can tell you one thing for those students who are here, most of them will easily be millionaires. Some of them multimillionaires. A good number of them has a chance of being a billionaire. I know it looks silly and kind of funny, but don't take it that way. And as I told you in the morning, don't screw it up, and I mean it. Thank you. So with this, I welcome Ram Reddy, TiE's president-elect, to come in and say a few words. Thank you.
So I think Srini already pretty much acknowledged everybody. First of all, a very warm welcome to all of you. And congratulations to all the youngsters who participated in this program. I'm pretty sure your parents are very proud of you. And I think this is the first stage of learning for you. And what I would like to say is we are going to look to have you stay engaged with us in the coming years as you grow up, continue your education, expand your thinking, and increase or improve upon yourself, and focus on your interests and find one single area that you think you're going to make a difference in life. And that's what we are for. So TiE, many of us kept bragging about how significant we are. We probably would like to claim credit to having been responsible for generating $500 billion worth of our ecosystem. Can talk or brag about that in such significant way. We have many mentors here. Two of my main mentors, Kailash Joshi and Vish Mishra, here, two past presidents. Many of you, B.B. Jagdish, who has founded and led many companies. This is a very rich ecosystem. And we have Sandy Carter, who is, I think probably in her past life has been an Indian, from Indian origin. She loves us. And she's just an amazing leader. To have IBM anchor, everything we do at TiE, Silicon Valley, it's a great asset for us to have. What I would like to leave with, I got 2 minutes slotted, so I'd like to just simply say this. So out of all of these youngsters, how many of you guys don't have LinkedIn accounts? Let me see some hands. So I'm presuming that each and every one of you has a LinkedIn account. If that's the case, then you should start getting engaged with us today, and maybe right after this event. So I'd like you to go on an app store, whatever phone you have, and download TiEco, TiEECO app, and log in with your LinkedIn and continue to use that. And we are going to come back to you with a lot of new things that'll keep you smarter, make you smarter, and keep you engaged. Thank you very much, and I'll let the next Srini take over.
That's one thing Ram just asked, how many of you had LinkedIn account? And Naeem asked you the same question in the beginning of the class. Those of you here students, how many of you had then? And how many have you now? So that's the little difference, one of the many differences that the program made on your thinking. Perfect. With that, now I encourage, I welcome. Where is Deepthi? Okay. So we will have our guest of honor, Kailash, come in, say a few words. No, Naim is next. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I too welcome everybody here on behalf of TiE and our partners. And congratulations to all of you who attended this program and dedicated your time and energy and hopefully benefited from all the wisdom and the knowledge and I hope they told you enough about the mistakes they made also, not just the good thing they did. TiE is a great organization. It's all giving back to society and to young people so they can then grow up and then start doing the same thing. So it's kind of a virtuous cycle. You know, you achieve success and then you give it back so that the process can continue. It's a very novel concept. We're very happy. It's going to be our 25th year and we're going to do some special celebrations. But I think that TiE Eco that Ram mentioned to you, that's going to take us one big step up. And I'm glad you can all engage with that and benefit from this new horizon and opportunity at TiE. I think that's all I'm going to say. And again, keep it up. Like Srini said, you are the future. And the opportunities galore. You know, in our times, we had to struggle to get a job and stick with it. For you, it's like everywhere you look, there is an opportunity. It all depends on what your insights are and what your passion and interest is. And you will get the support to accomplish what you want to accomplish. That's big change from only about maybe a dozen years ago. So you are in a very good situation for success in many ways. Thank you.
So now I request Naeem Zafar. He is the man behind all the curriculum, all the coursework, and the key anchor for putting the course material and also providing the IP, the intellectual property required. I mean, in a way, we are actually a startup. The idea came from me. Intellectual property came from Naeem. Immediately, the ecosystem was already there. We could just make it happen. Thank you, Naeem, for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Srini. So I think just wanted to share a few thoughts, and then we'll have the teams come and share with you who they are and what they did. But so my name is Naeem Zafar. I've been a charter member for 20 plus years. And for the last 10 years, I've been teaching entrepreneurship at UC Berkeley and Brown University. So we designed this, actually 4 of us came together. The 4 musketeers designed this thing. Srini was our sort of, I'm already using this microphone. I was using this, our group head. And then we had Rajiv, who you'll hear from a little bit later. Myself, I took care of the curriculum. And Rajiv Patel is one of the board members. And then Prasad, who took care of the mentor. So 4 of us sort of put together, ably helped by Deepthi. But point of this thing was not about teach them about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a different way of looking at things. It's the life skills which allow you to survive. Once you learn how to see an opportunity and how to fill it profitably, they can't kill you. They can throw you in Gobi Desert. Within 3 months, you'll be selling something to the locals. Once you have that confidence, that ability, this is freedom. Freedom from anxiety of a job and not finding and not what to do. So that's really the spirit we were trying to teach these kids. And it's not about just how to start a business. It's about how to speak confidently, how to present, how to think about the business model and the economics of this thing. So I hope that this is what we've been able to convey them. So it's not about how to start a business. Many of them will not start a business. They're going to college. Good thing they are. But the fact is they learn the method which allow them to extract more from their college experience, which start them in an early trajectory in their life career by making connection with people they will meet. They'll look at them differently. And I think the difference will be obvious in the next 5 to 10 years when one graph will be like this, when their peers, and hopefully their graph will look like that. And so our hope is that's what we taught them. It only took us 22 years in TiE to figure out that, we should probably try to engage them early. So, but now that we have at least a test drive, this year was a test drive, we had 23 students. Hopefully now we can package it, promote it, and get a larger class next year. But this is something we have figured out how to do it. This could be scaled throughout the whole TiE ecosystem. So we're looking forward to some grand visions, but this is a start, and we couldn't have done that with the support of the parents, all of you guys, and many, many people in this room who helped contribute. It was just not 4 of us. Paul Singh was as an instructor. We had Prashant Shah as an instructor. We had several other people involved with this thing. So it took a village, literally, to make this happen. So with that, I would like to now do the following. Teams, you may or may not know this, but you're going to come up, and we have a couple of your slides which will be shown. So as a team, come up and tell us what was the problem you were trying to solve, and how was this experience for you guys? So a couple of minutes, and then you will. I'll ask one of our VIPs, distinguished guests, to come and hand them their certificates and little goodie bag, and then the next team will come up. So, which is the first team which is coming up? SIBO. Where is Team SIBO? So please come up. And they have that microphone somebody's going to hand them. There we go. So please tell us, team, what problem were you solving, and how was this experience for you?
Okay, hi everyone. So we're Team SIBO, and we're just thinking of presenting to you guys the first 2 slides that we did this morning to investors. So whenever I go out to eat with my friends, I always find it really difficult to choose which restaurant to go to, even with sites like Yelp.
Yeah, so whenever I'm in a group of people, I always feel like I'm being too picky when people suggest restaurants I don't like. So I always say I don't care or I don't know.
So in order to avoid this awkwardness, we decided to simplify our hangout by deciding what restaurant to go to by customizing people's preferences together.
So this is our team. My name's Shilpa. I'm a rising sophomore at Castellia, and I was acting as the CEO for the past 4 weeks.
Hi, I'm Selena. I'm the CTO, and I'm also a rising sophomore at Castellia.
I'm Rasika. I'm the CMO, and I'm a rising senior at Monte Vista High School.
So just as a parting thought, guys, did you learn something? How was the experience? Anybody wants to comment on this? Was SPT, what did you learn in the last 1 month?
I think we learned a lot.
Closer, Don.
We learned a lot about how to market our product, which I didn't know before, and if it's actually valid, and we learned how to validate our assumptions.
So I found it great that we got a basis of how to start a business, which is great. Moving on further, if I want to have a startup, I would know what the basic steps are and how not to make mistakes along the way.
Yeah, so we learned a lot, and we had a lot of really great speakers, and I thought the lunchtime speakers were especially inspiring because they told us their personal stories, and overall we just really learned a lot about the business and also kind of the different journeys that entrepreneurs have taken to get where they are, and it kind of just showed us that there isn't really a solid path for anyone.
Very excellent. Kailash, would you be so kind to come and hand them their certificates, please? Yeah. All right, Nihar, get your production line going here. Kailash is coming. Yeah, we'll do one by one. We're going to ask every team. No, Trish is coming for the next team. Good. Yeah.
Selena Zhang.
Selena? Then Shilpa Saja? Yeah. We'll turn it. Now, let's get them certificate. They get goodie bag when they leave. And we'll show it like that so they can take the picture.
Take a picture.
Okay. All right. Now, next one. Sureka. Yeah, here we go. Okay, thank you very much, Kailash. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Next team. Team number 2. Great. Come on, guys. And Vish, once they finish talking about a little bit about their own experience, then Vish Mishra will be giving you the awards. But tell us a little bit about what do you guys do and what problem are you solving?
Oh, okay. So say that my uncle went to India in a rural village to visit his family. He got sick there, and it took 3 days to go reach the doctor. He got sick even more while reaching the doctor. What if there was a way we could shorten that time into 10, 15 minutes? And that's what telemeducate is, connecting patients to doctors.
Using video technology.
Yeah, using video technology.
That's right. All right, who are you guys?
So I'm Anand, and I was the CEO for the past 4 weeks.
I'm Atharva, I'm the CTO.
I'm Daniel, and I'm a CFO.
Which school did you get started?
What?
Which school, which college?
I come from Denmark, and I'm a high school graduate.
Yeah.
I'm a rising sophomore in Irvington High School.
I go to American High School, and I'm going to be a sophomore.
Excellent. And one person is missing?
Oh yeah, so Amit was the CMO. He goes to Mission.
So yeah, he just left for India, so he hung on there to the last minute. So Vish, would you please come? Vish is a past president of TiE, Silicon Valley. Would you please give them the certificates? Certificates are coming.
Yeah.
There you go. This one is for?
This is for Atharva.
Yeah.
Congratulations, well done. There you go. Hold it for the camera. There you go.
Anand? And Daniel.
Daniel.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Vish. Okay, team number 3. Who do we have? Teen Demi. All right, tell us what is Teen Demi is all about.
So we're Teen Demi, and basically all
Closer to, remember Rihanna? It never moves within 2 centimeters.
Okay. So all my high school experience, I've always wondered why what we're learning is actually applicable to the modern world in the professional workplace. And so I wanted to create a solution that basically taught me the soft skills and professional skills that aren't taught in modern education and prepared me for the workplace. That's how Teen Demi was born. And I'm Samuk, and I'm the CEO.
I'm Abai. I'm a rising senior at the Harker School. I'm the CTO.
I'm Noor. I'm a rising senior in Houston, Texas, and I'm the CFO.
I'm Vanya. I'm a rising junior at Mercy High School, and I was the CMO.
Do you guys have anything to add about was this program useful to you? Do you want to share any thoughts? Anybody?
Yeah, this program is definitely useful. I learned a lot about business and startups I didn't know before, and I definitely saw myself thinking more critically and different than I did before, like more of a problem solver. So it was
very good.
Oh, I definitely really enjoyed this boot camp. I think I learned a lot. I remember I had business education in school, but this was definitely something different. Yeah. And I met a lot of people that I didn't expect.
I think as far as this camp goes, it really helped me a lot. As we've been taught, startups frequently fail, and getting started early provides us an opportunity to invest in multiple startups and invest our time at low cost and low risk, and really helps us succeed in the long run with this early start. And all the experience that we got from all the mentors throughout the process really helped me a lot.
Can you get them down to the sheet?
All right, this award ceremony will be over here. So, Sandy Carter from IBM is going to give you. So, Sandy, this is for Samuk. Samuk, I'll take this from you, so you don't have to hold it.
Okay.
And
Can you
please,
take this from
I
me?
can take this from you.
Okay, great.
There you go. Okay, and Abe, this is for Abe.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And this is for Noor. There you go. And Dania. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we are ready for the next team. And that is Mark Black. There you go. So tell us, what problem are you solving and who has this problem?
Every year, I spend so much time and money buying books and other clothes for the next school year. What if we could make that cheaper and more efficient? We're Markplek, and we're revolutionizing the student marketplace. We're providing a platform for students to buy and sell items and services to other students on the same campus through in-person transactions. I'm Nikhil, I'm the CEO.
Hi, I'm Vinay, I'm the CFO, and I'll be a rising junior at Los Altos High School.
I'm Pooja. I'm the CMO, and I will be a rising senior at American High School.
I'm Adit Sharma, and I go to Basis Independent. I'm the CTO. So this program showed me pretty much how, like, it guided me through the steps of how to start a startup. So, like, before, I wasn't quite sure what you're supposed to do, and it looked like very scary and complicated. But this program showed me that there's a method to doing it.
This program really gave me more insight into the business world and gave me more perspectives.
One of the main things I learned at this camp is how to execute, because I had a lot of ideas before this, but then I realized a lot of those ideas were pretty dumb because you couldn't really execute on them. So one of the main things is execution is really key in this space.
So after listening to all the speakers and their experience, I learned how difficult and complicated it is to start a startup.
Yes, and that's a valuable lesson to learn. So I'm going to ask our host, who offered us this beautiful, gracious place, Andy Sau, if you don't mind coming up and handing the certificates to the children. So Andy was gracious, and thank you very much for donating this place. It was great. Okay, I should get out of this picture. You handle it. Nikhil, this is for Nikhil. And for Vinay. And Pooja. And get your goodie bags.
Goodie bags?
Yeah. And finally, Adit. I'm proud of Adit because, thank you very much, Andy. Adit was my tough student. You know, there's always one in the class, but he really came through. One of the things we practiced, how to loosen his body and speak. And by God, he did it at the last class. That was great. I was very proud of him. Okay, now we have the giggliest team in the class. I don't know why, but it's Team Sparte. Okay, you guys ready? You have a microphone? Or somebody has she has your microphone. All right, there you go.
Sparte, creating a secure way to buy and sell used items in person on college campuses.
Let's set a scene. It's August 2016, and it's the first day of NYU College.
Whew, man, I'm glad to be here. It's so cold. I really didn't pack clothes for this.
I've been living in New York my whole life. I have so many sweaters. What am I going to do with them?
Sparte is the solution to this problem and many more. So how are we unique? Sparte offers secure confirmation systems through a 7-step transaction process. In addition, our in-person transfer of products allows us to maximize on the proximity of our users. And lastly, social media integration and logins through school-issued email addresses allow us to verify the identity of our users.
Is this the intro slide? Okay, hi, I'm Sabrina Chug, and I'll be starting school next year at UCSB, and I was in charge of public relations.
I'm Ashwin Mohan. I'm an incoming freshman at NYU, and I was VP of Marketing Strategy.
Good, guys. Any thoughts you want to share about? Oh, of course. Who are you?
Hi, my name is I'm K.R. Patil. I'm going to be a rising senior at Willow Glen High School, and I was the CFO.
And my name is Sonia Salinke. I'm an incoming freshman at UC Berkeley, and I was the CEO.
So what we learned from the program, first of all, Naeem's like maybe the funniest guy I've ever met. He does all this crazy stuff. Second of all, I met a lot of cool people, and we learned a lot of stuff, but I think like we all got to step out of our comfort zone, and from that, like we grew more than anything else. These are people that I know like had what I have in common and like my interests and all, so it was really easy to relate to them, and like I totally suggest this to a bunch of kids that like are looking to do this in life.
We all set? Okay, so I'm gonna ask one of our charter members, BV Jagadish.
No, I just realized like there's a method behind making startups. It's not just throwing the dice. And I also made some lifelong friends who I'm glad to have met.
Very nice. Yeah. So I'll ask BV Jagadish, one of our charter member of TiE and guest speaker today. And yeah, he spoke to us to give you the certificate. This is for Kier. This is for Sonia. Yeah, this is it.
You get a gift too.
And one for Sabrina. And Ashwin. Thank you, guys. Okay, now we have our Team Cherry. And Team Cherry is, what happened to your fourth person?
He's not here.
Yeah. By the way, this is interesting because we almost had 50-50 girls versus boy ratio, which is very encouraging to see. Team Cherry, tell us what do you do?
Okay, so I started college last year, and one of the biggest things I realized was how much I missed homemade food. And I got to go to this amazing Diwali and Hanukkah dinner, and there they served us really good homemade meals like homemade Jewish donuts and homemade samosas, which was amazing. But on top of that, I got to meet so many cool people on campus I hadn't even known before through this one event, and this one event that brought us together through this common culture. So we wanted to provide a way to connect the both.
So for our product, what we did is we created an app that connects people who are passionate about cooking and people who love to eat authentic homemade food. So someone who's passionate about cooking can post their meal on our app under a theme, and someone else who's interested in that theme, for example, Harry Potter, and the food might be lasagna, they can go to that person's house and enjoy a social experience with that wonderful authentic food.
Overall, we can say that SBT has been very impactful on all of us. From learning how to develop an idea and make assumptions and validate them, to creating a business model and financials, the professors and the mentors are really helpful in this whole process. I couldn't have asked for a better summer.
Okay, I'm Nitya Chavukla, and I'm a rising sophomore at UT Austin.
I'm Archita Ganesh. I'm a rising senior in Evergreen Valley High School, and I'm the CMO.
I'm Pooja Chavukla. I'm the CTO, and I'm a rising junior in Texas. And Tabras, our fourth member that couldn't be here today, is also a rising senior at
Irvington High School.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. So before you guys disappear, let's ask Sandeep Sardana to come and hand them their, this goes to you. Sandeep, are you close by?
Yeah.
There he is. Sandeep was also one of our speakers at the SBT program. So we are great to have him. And so this is for Archita. Please go ahead. Nitya. And Pooja. Is there one more team? Thank you. Thank you very much. So one thing special, something special about this thing is that Nitya and Pooja live in Texas. Their dad drove them all the way here from Houston, rented a hotel room, and stuck around. So Ravi, where are you? Would you like to come? I think since they came all the way from Texas, it'll be worth hearing from as a parent. What was your impression as you wrestled with the girls every day when they came back from the boot camp?
Sure. Thank you very much, Professor. Yeah, part of the reason I'm looking like a tourist among such finely dressed group of people here is because we drove from Texas. Every summer, I ask my kids at the beginning of the summer to make a plan for what they want to do. And then towards the end of it, I ask them to, kind of look back at their plan. And
Ravi, speak up a little bit into the phone. Yeah.
If they've achieved what they wanted to do. So this summer, Nitya came back from UT, and I asked her, so how was your first year, and what do you want to do in the summer? And she said, I want to start a company. I scratched my head and I said, how am I going to help her with that? So that was one thread. And then there was Pooja, who's been participating in programming contests and, fascinated by Silicon Valley and the startup culture. It was very timely when I received this email from Deepthi. I'm subscribing to the newsletter, and it advertised this program, and I made the decision in one day. And then I said, it was cost prohibitive too to come out here. So I was exploring camping out there on the east side of 680 at $30 a night. And my wife was, "Are you crazy to do this?" I said, no, this program is really valuable. It will be a good opportunity. So then, one thing led to another. I was lucky to find a good deal on Airbnb. I'm able to work remotely. And so that was it, right? So I dumped some clothes, got the girls in, took their laptops, and drove up here. It's been quite a ride. Apart from the domestic learnings of daughters getting used to their dad's cooking and living away from mom, this has been a very, very useful experience on multiple fronts. They've learned to know about each other first, how it is to work with each other. And then, of course, thanks to Professor Zafar here, what people normally take 6 months to 1 year has been compressed in 4 weeks. They have been exposed to a breadth of topics at a very early age. And like all of you know, it's like planting a seed, and what they have to do now is continue to water it and nurture the plant, and it will serve a lifetime of fruits. So we are very happy. I can see the difference in how they're thinking about everything. I can see the difference in how they're evaluating everything. Now they even understand what I've been talking about all these years. So now it's time for me to hand off the mic and then watch them succeed. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ravi. Good to. So I think I'm about to hand it to Prasad Rao, who was we have 4 musketeers. He was the guy in charge of all the mentors. But I also want to acknowledge one more person who came every single day as a volunteer, and really Chris Kapadia. So every day he came, he didn't ask what to do, he just took the job where it was necessary. So really appreciate your commitment and thing. Prasad, why don't you come up and share some of your thoughts? By the way,
first of all, I want to thank Srini for pulling me into this fantastic program. I was, I came from Chicago.
Prasad, closer.
Okay, sorry.
Imagine you're Rihanna.
You need me to do some action too? Okay. I was actually from Chicago. I came here a couple of years ago, and I was trying to get warmed up in this area. And Srini came up with this idea that we should do something for the high schoolers, and I immediately signed up. So thank you for inducting me into this. This has been a fantastic experience. And I want to basically thank everybody that has been part of this program from the perspective of being mentors, being faculty, being guest speakers, and so on and so forth. I will take specific names. Obviously, Professor Jafar, he has already, you have already seen him, and you can't thank him enough. So, and he is the key person behind the whole curriculum, spent countless hours and worked with the process. And, without him, this program would not have existed. So I want to thank him again and again for that. And basically, individuals join TiE for their passion for entrepreneurship and the desire to give back, and voluntarily, that too, right? So everybody I'm talking about here has done it voluntarily, and that is the key point here. Nobody has been paid anything, and everybody that has contributed to this program has done it with their desire to give back to the community. Particularly, when I say community in this situation, is our next generation, and that's what we need to empower now, and that's what we have done. And I also want to thank the other faculty members. Raj Jaswa, if you're all here, please raise your hand or stand up. Yeah, he's not here. Paul Singh, he's here, I can see him. Dr. Safwan Shah, Sudhir Bhatti, Ali Wasti, and Prashant Shah. And all of these have been teachers of a different kind. They brought their experiences to the classroom as entrepreneurs. It's not the regular teachers you see in schools and colleges. And it starts with Naeem. He has been an entrepreneur as well as a serial entrepreneur, as well as a teacher. And one of the highlights of this program is the guest faculty. I think we have guest faculty from all walks. There are serial entrepreneurs, there are angel investors, and there are people who have achieved other things in life, like Sam Pitroda. So I wanted to particularly, again, thank personally each one of them. Trixie Menhard, she's not here. Navneet Suk, thank you. Sandeep Sardana, I saw him here. Sam Pitroda is not here, but he came all the way from Chicago, and Dipti has found him and got him to talk to these kids. It has been a wonderful experience having him there. And Manuela Power, BV Jagdish, Pratyush Patnaik, Sandy Carter, Hari Guleria, he's here somewhere, Anish Goel, and Kumar Sripadam. Thank you all. I would also like to thank the mentors who spent countless hours working with the students, providing them valuable inputs to refine their thought processes, project ideas, validating their assumptions, discussing their marketing, sales, go-to-market plans, and helping them prepare for the final pitch. And again, I want to thank all of them one by one. Atul Kumar, Subhash Tantri, Chris Kapadia, Sherry Duell, Sherry is here somewhere, Ashwin Gunasekar, I think he couldn't make it, and Paddu Govindraj and Sridhar Batina. There are also many other volunteers that helped. I see Shivani here, and there are several others that if I'm missing any of you, please raise your hands and make sure that we acknowledge your contributions. Thank you. And so once again, this has been a wonderful program, and we are actually more excited than the kids here. And I want to invite Rajiv to. Rajiv is one of the board members, as you all know.
You could use the microphone on the podium, maybe.
4 members of our team, and I want him to conclude the formal portion of this program. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us today for this inaugural graduation ceremony for the Startup Bootcamp at TiE for these young entrepreneurs. When I was talking to some of the parents,
Rajiv, gotta love the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta lean into the microphone.
When I was talking to some of the parents, I guess they didn't realize that this was our first year. We are still learning in how to engage with these young entrepreneurs, and hope to continue this program, as Naeem and others have mentioned, and do a better job year after year.
Yeah.
Most TiE programs are run by volunteers. However, we do have a highly dedicated staff at TiE who are critical to the success of all our programs. I would like to thank all our TiE staff members for supporting this program, and at this point, at least mention 2 of them who spent countless hours working with us in developing this program and then running this program. Our program director, Dipti Desai. Where's Dipti? Okay. And our youth programs and marketing manager, Nihar Patwardhan. I'm sure by now all the students know Dipti and Nihar quite well because they were with them all through the month. I would like to thank Andy and Silicon Valley Bank for providing us this facility to host this event. And I'd also like to acknowledge 2 companies who helped us arrange a field trip at their site for our camp students. They were Intel and NASA. Finally, I would like to thank all of the invited guests who have come here today, also the parents of our participants, and the students, of course. Hopefully, you all learned something and go back with great memories. And we hope to see you sometime in a year, 2 years, and share what new experiences you've gathered in your continuing lives. We are always trying to improve this program, and so we'd like all of you to provide us feedback. Either you can talk to us, or if not, please send us email at sbt@tie.org. For those parents or invited guests who did not have students in this camp, if you want to know more about our future activities, again, please send us an email and we'll keep you updated on all our future activities.
No, I think separately we'll take
Finally,
come collective. Yeah.
I'd like to thank all of you for attending today. And we'll conclude our formal ceremonies here. And I'd invite you all to join our festivities out in the patio, and there'll be some refreshments and a drink served. Thank you all for coming.
And before you leave, we have one of the teams who want to give a special thanks to a couple of the people who were with them daily. So,
we all wanted to contribute and thank some people. First of all, we'd like to thank Nihar for organizing everything.
We'd also like to thank Naeem for giving us his time every single day, essentially, to come and lecture us, despite all our vexing mistakes.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And on behalf of the entire class of 2016, we'd like to thank all the other staff members as well. Thank you guys so much for what you've done for us. We really appreciate it.
So thank you guys. This is the end of our formal proceedings, and thank you all, everybody. We're gonna go out here and get some refreshments. All teams, please collect your goodie bag from Nihar as you come out. Thanks for coming.